If you ever wonder why you're doing everything right and you still can't buy a house, it's not you. The numbers are rigged against you, and I'll prove it. I was curious, so I took data from Census.gov and Zillow to compare them. This way we can see what's the average American making, what's the average price of a house in the country. I also took it one step further in terms of the census data. I wanted to see what's the difference between the average income per zip code and the median income per zip code. The data was kind of interesting. You can see I have a little website pulled up right behind me. I threw the data in a folder and I ran a Python script for it. Homes are worth 4.2 times the median amount a household makes. The median household income is about 86,000 rounded up. It's like 85,900 something. And the average income is about 113,000. That is a 31% difference. In terms of the math, I try to keep it basic. 30-year loan, 7% interest, and 20% down. So with that, if you look at the average income, roughly about 70% of housing in this country is affordable. If you go down to the median, which most represents the average American family, it goes down to only 52% of the country being affordable. When the data shows that the median family can afford a house in roughly half the country, it's taken into account all the cities and all the zip codes that most people just don't want to live. So back here, I know you can't see the screen, I'll put up an infographic. This is the top 25 most affordable zip codes in the country. I know the South. I've driven through Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Tennessee. I've been all around that area. I think out of all 25, I may have heard of one of these. This is what I was talking about. These are the cities that a lot of people aren't really wanting to live at. This is comparing, the income in these areas to housing. So that means that living in this area is affordable. But the thing that I'm curious about is it really affordable? If someone new, like me, were to move to one of these areas, would it be affordable? Would there be a job to make it affordable for the housing? Or is it just that people have lived there for generations and generations? They've had these houses get passed down, so they're able to afford it because it's their family's house. Again, I'm not sure. This is just kind of like a fun little project for me. I'm not going to look at every single zip code that pops up. It's too much. This is the graphic I think is most interesting though. This one right here. Put that on the screen. This shows the skew between the biggest difference of average and median income in these zip codes. And I'll try to throw some of the zip codes and the cities on the screen. But you can really see that some cities, some zip codes, have a big disparity when it comes to median and average. That means that these zip codes have the biggest disparity in wealth. In my mind, at least. Again, this isn't something I'm going to go do a deep dive on. I just had this thought for, what would this be like? Pull the data, see the data. I think it's pretty interesting. If someone wants to go out there and go look into all these zip codes and take this one step further, they can do that. You can just go to census.gov, download the data. You can go to, I typed in Zillow API, you just download public records data. If you're interested in this, I can look into it more. I could do some more deep dives. Like I said, this was just a fun one-off thing that I wanted to just kind of see the data for. Let me know your thoughts down below. Consider liking and subscribing.